Wrote their thing to Olurun codified the system.
So when did these 16 people exist?
When?
Yeah.
The dates, I can't remember.
That's fine. Yeah. If you can give like a ballpark figure, just so we can, so you can help the discussion. I'm not going to pull you up on it.
Again, we're dealing. So like you're saying, it's the idea that principles were existing before the codification.
That's fine.
Right?
No,
so we're talking about
the question.
Yeah, we're talking
how
about.
Do we know Muhammad is universal and this what's his
name,
name,
but why is Olurun? Why is his date important to whether he's local or universal?
I'll tell you why. Because if we're gonna now say that this text that this message that he's come with is universal, firstly it has to be able to reach universal audience. Okay, if we don't have the initial text,
why?
Because look, you're trying to give me the message of Olurun. Okay?
Yeah. Hold on. Why is you go on?
We can't get.
No. He's saying.
Yeah.
You need to have the.
Muhammad's message. It's universal.
Yeah. He's saying
the message you're saying. Yeah. How do we?
How do I get it now? Okay, how do I come to know
I have to agree with this point.
These.
Well, it's preserved till today.
Okay, so that's fine. Let's look at this. This is my point.
It is preserved till today.
That's fine. Yeah. Okay, so these. So what is it through manuscript?
No, so it's been written down now, but generally speaking, Babalawo would had to learn and recite these things.
So like an oral tradition.
You could say that, but yeah, you could say that.
Oral tradition that was then later put pen to ink, pen down,
which is the same as the Quran.
Okay, now with our oral tradition, we have a method of analyzing the oral tradition.
Yeah.
Okay, which is different to unknown. The unknown person narrating to an unknown person, and my father said. It's different now because I can analyze my father's integrity. Was my father precise? Or was my father known to exaggerate?
And who does the analysis?
So the peers.
The peers
of the person.
So the people that do the analysis in Ifa are the Babalawos and the Iyalodes and the various.
Can they show their working?
Yeah, they can. I probably could explain it to you because I'm not a Babalawo.
That's fine. No, to give a primary example, we have a man called Imam Malik. I don't know if you've heard of. You've heard of Maliki, Shafi'i, Hanbali, no?
Yeah.
You've heard of it. So Imam Malik was an Imam. Yeah. He had a book called Al-Muwatta. Yeah. Now he's saying that the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said this, X, Y, and Z. Yeah. So now we're analysing the Prophet's message, but we haven't met the Prophet. Yeah. Now we've got the Malik's Muwatta preserved and everything like that. Yeah. So now we're trying to trace that Muwatta, that book, back to the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, in order for us to understand the Prophet Muhammad's statements, what he's saying, and so on and so forth. Now, if we try to do that to this, is it Olurun? I'm going to learn this, don't worry. Can we do the same thing? Because I can give you the example. Imam Malik rahimahullah learned from Nafi', who was a freed slave of Omar. Of Ibn Omar. Yeah. Ibn Omar was the student of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him.
Yes, sir.
So that's my chain of transmission, where inside that I know the names of each person, and that's not just the names. I know their level of precision. I know how precise they were. The example I gave earlier, these are not crazy like Muslim examples that only. These are basic common sense examples. Yeah. If you go to a mechanic, you want to make sure that the mechanic knows what he's doing and he's not going to try and rip you off and he's a dodgy person. Yes. Two basic criteria: that it is from a trustworthy side, someone who's trustworthy and precise. Now we have to do this character analysis, and we have this in the message of Islam. That's why we say that it's preserved. I can say with authenticity, with some kind of authority, that the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon this, peace be upon him, said this based upon the statement of Malik, upon the statement of Nafi, upon the statement of Ibn Omar, upon the statement of. So we can have the message transmitted with. Remember, I said there's three things. There's the text, the interpretation, and the transmission of the text. Now, if you
I've misspoken. I should have been saying Orumila, not Olurun.
Fair enough. I'm learning from you, so
it's fine. It just came to my head. Why am I saying Olurun? It's Orumila is the attribute of the creator. Olurun is the attribute of the creator. Orumila is the prophet.
Okay,
Can I make a question?
I just want to just because I'm answering all of this. My CV was just talking. But all of this is in answer to your question. How is one universal and the other is not universal?
Yeah.
So I'm asking, how did we get this? Now you've changed the name. You've messed me up completely.
Orumila. Yeah. Sorry, I apologize.
Yeah. Orumila. Yeah. So now we want to understand his message. Yeah. So how did we get this? Yeah. Has it come through unknown people that we can't verify? Yeah. Or has it come through named people that this person was precise, that person was precise? If we can't do that, then fair enough.
So verification doesn't make it universal. But it just makes it verifiable.
But the first thing is that in order for it to be universal, it must be verifiable. See, it's not.
I would, yeah, I think you could be correct on that. But
Yeah.
at the same time, see, the thing is, yeah. So, like, for example, in the Ifa, yeah, it's a rumila. In the Akan, it might be
The names
for noche, yeah.
The names will
Now,
change, but I'm asking, how do we verify each one?
No, but here I'm saying, from my perspective, yeah, there doesn't need to be a one individual that brings the revelation that everybody must follow.
No, but there is.
Right.
You mentioned with your example that there
Right.
were 16
Yes.
people that received revelation.
Yeah, no.
I want to analyze any one of those given 16. Any given one of those 16. Okay.
Can we?
So if we can't get their actual teachings,
Yeah, you
can't trace their.
can. This is the part I'm trying to make.
how do we do that?
So within the system, like I said, within the system,
Yeah.
there are ways and means, of tracing it, and things that come down a particular principled line, just like you do, they come down a particular pairship, scholarship.
Yeah. So this is what we're
line.
asking. Show your workings.
Yeah,
This is the
but-
thing. With us now, I've just showed you my working.
But you haven't. You demonstrated this, that, and the whatness.
I've showed you my working out. How do I get from Imam Malik, for example? This is my example. Malik's Muwatta. He's got a book called Muwatta. This Muwatta. How do I start from here and take it back to the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him? And I've showed you my working out. I haven't just said our tradition is this, our family tradition is this, and my forefathers said this.
No, but that's not what I'm saying.
So I'm
not
asking,
just saying
how
that.
do you
So
demonstrate? Like, you must remember the name again. What's the name?
Shaka.
Orumila.
Orumila. What's your name? Shaka or Orumila?
No. He's talking about.
Okay. Sorry.
So Rumila, he said he's got certain teachings that he claimed, or people said about him that he believed he was inspired and he received revelation about God, about the unseen, and so on and so
people
forth.
said it, yeah.
People said it. Now, when did this claim came about? Okay, so for example, if we come to know about it through oral tradition, then you must have a way of demonstrating the validity of that
and I'm
oral
saying there is
tradition.
a way of demonstrating.
Okay, so if we don't know the
and
name,
it's within the principal system.
So how would that be? So do we have names that we can verify? I mean,
Yes.
when I say show us.
I'm not claiming to know all the
No.
names.
Listen. This subject is quite detailed, so I don't expect you to.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I don't
To the
expect you to.
point.
I'm
To
not trying
the point is, within the IFA system, there is a variation system. That is a fact.
Can you do me this then, yeah? Because this will show me it will meet the first criteria. The first criteria is that it must be preserved in order for us to be a universal law that's going to be on the day, until the day of
No,
judgment.
but this is the project. Like, first of all, universal law is not primarily defined by what Orumila said. Primarily, universal law is defined by nature. That's what I'm saying.
We're talking about.
Here I'm saying, no,
revelation.
but let's not divert from what I originally said.
I think we're trying to.
No, we're not. This is what I've been saying the whole time. Nature is the principle. It is the primary.
Yeah.
It's the laws of nature that is primary.
So look,
revelation comes, through and is revealed to people. Yeah,
Watch this.
that's
Let me
fine.
just
But
give you-
nature is primary.
Let me just give you an example. In your jacket, I can see the effects of knowledge. Yeah, I can see the effects of knowledge. So I know whoever made it has knowledge, power, will, intent. This is how we know there's a creator. Naturally, just instinctively, we know there's a creator because you're more complex than the jacket. Okay, that is different to me saying that based upon these things, the one who named this is called John. Is different because I can infer, I can see the nature around us, I can see the interaction of the universe, and say yes, there is a knowledgeable, powerful creator.
What if I say to you?
But as for going on to the details of the terms, we can't do this. Hang on. So we understand that in Kemetic tradition, in Quraysh tradition, they all understood that there was a supreme creator of these things.
But the difference is,
hear my point. Let me just finish this point. What we're talking about is what has sultan. What is the authority? Now, if the authority was
Again,
what our fathers,
the authority is nature. This is what you keep listening from. I'm saying.
The authority, people think it's like a strict Victorian kind of associated with punishment sometimes, authoritarian.
What is the authority? The authority
is
is nature.
It's a creative process.
What we're saying, how do we come to know, for example, the details of the unseen?
The detail by studying. The
No,
details.
because it's unseen. That's the
So
point.
there are scientific principles here.
No.
Hold on one second. There are scientific principles that are not in the Quran, right? So if I was to say like electricity and them kind of things, like different equations that represent it, you won't find them in the Quran, right?
Okay.
But we study the thing and we come to right. These things are not against God.
They're not against God. No.
Right. Okay. So I'm saying that in the same way, that the African spiritualist looks at nature and the universe
And sees the
through the
interactions of it.
physical and the immaterial, and sees spirit in the thing and relates to the material as well as the spiritual. And through studying, develops a system of relating to the universe. And it's codified through prophets like Orunmila and divination systems and so on and so forth.
So there's certain aspects of this. There's things that can still be verified today, such as the interactive.
Revelation is eternal.
No. Hear my point. So there's things that can be verified today. So for example, how certain aspects of nature interact. So this type of medicine, that type of medicine, all of these things is clear. That's whatever culture, every culture has their own type of thing like that. And we can absorb that and take that in, and it's still valid. Now what we're saying is, when it comes to making authoritative statements about the unseen, for example, or to what is pleasing to God, for example, this now needs to come from our authority. Because remember, we said at the beginning of this that our intellect has a boundary. Now we're saying that when it comes to what God is pleased with, what God is not pleased with, and the name of God and so on and so forth, I can't just infer from just looking at your jacket and seeing that yes, it's made by a knowledgeable person, yes, it's made by a powerful person with a will, that his name must be John. I can't do it. It doesn't follow it. So what we're saying is that we have the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, with a preserved message, which is in line with our natural inclination and in line with the history. We have a starting point of the creator, and he's saying worship your Lord alone, and these are the names that he's given himself, for example, and these are the descriptions of paradise or hellfire, for example. Now you're saying that there is another prophet who's made claims about this world that we can verify and things that are beyond our verification. Now, in order for me to accept his, I'm coming now.
So do I still,
We're going long, but we're gonna summarize it. Now, this other person, in order for me to accept his testimony that is true, I need to firstly understand who he is. Where's his message come from?
But again, your proof is based upon the religion proving itself.
Of course, it has to. It has to.
But I am saying that the ultimate source, for people that come from an African spirituality,
I was thinking about the guys that
laws of nature.
I think it's more than that.
So we begin by looking at the laws of nature, and harmonizing with the laws of nature.
Does that include the stars as well?
Nature in its entirety.
Okay. So can you
Everything else comes after that.
So look at this now. Is the creator, is he pleased with, if I'm in trouble now, me supplicating to my ancestor, invoking him for help? Is he pleased with that, yes or no? It's either yes or no.
No, it's not. It's not yes or no.
Go on.
Because your question is based upon the premise of a creator being concerned about things like that.
So let's look at the nature inside. Let's look at nature.
Yeah, I am looking at nature, but what you're inferring now, the nature of the creator, and in a sense the personality of the creator.
Yeah, but we can see the effects of that.
But there is not. I would agree. Nature is the personality of the creator. When it comes to this is the
we use the word handiwork. It's the handiwork that shows.
No. Personality. There is an intelligence. That governs the thing.
We say just
I'm saying
the words that we can come to terms with. The handiwork that shows the attributes of. That's fair enough. That's a fair statement.
Put it this way. If you can say, use words like "would God be pleased with?" This is a personality trait. So I can use the word personality. I am saying that the personality of the creator is manifested in the creation, because the laws of the creator.
I'll just stick to terms that I'm comfortable with.
That's fine. That's fine. My only point is that my action in terms of worship and be pleased or displeased with it. From our conception, we in understanding that we have a lineage through which we are created. Yes, the creator is pleased when we honor that lineage.
Okay.
We honor that lineage. And you've used the word ancestor worship. We tend to use the word ancestor veneration.
Right?
It's a slightly different thing.
So
hold on a second.
So what is worship?
Let me get to a point here. about this thing, about the bowing to the trees and them kind of things there. Yeah.
No,
how we
stick to this, because this is an example.
no,
now.
but it all links in because we honor the creator through that lineage, yeah, because that's the lineage through which the creator created us.
Oh, fair enough.
Right? We honor the earth,
Yeah.
because this is what sustains us. We get food and them kind of things there.
Yeah.
So we don't just dig into the earth, yeah, and grow. We give thanks for it. Yeah.
So who do you give the thanks to?
We give thanks to the spirit, yeah, that created the earth, and the spirit in the earth, hold on, which is the creator itself. The creator is within it.
Okay.
And the creator is beyond it. The creator is around it, and the creator is through it. Yeah. So there is no aspect of the creation that the creator is not a part of. So whenever we're relating to the creation,
Yeah.
we are relating to the creator.
What about Donald Trump?
What about him?
He's a part of the creation.
There is balance in creation.
Hang on. So
There is balance in creation. Yeah.
So if God is everything,
There is balance. So
Hang on.
I agree. No, I'm going to ask you a question. You said what about Donald Trump?
hang on.
Go on.
If God is everything,
Yeah.
that includes the evil and the good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now, if you're saying,
There's balance in creation.
so right now,
Did Allah create evil?
Allah created things with the ability to do evil. Yeah?
Okay.
Yeah. No, but Allah
Including Donald Trump, right?
including Donald Trump.
Okay.
Okay. But does that make Allah evil?
No, I didn't say that. I didn't say it. But I didn't say the creator is evil. You know?
No, that's the answer then. So what I'm saying is, if God is everything, it's different to saying, did God create everything? You're saying
I'm saying is
Yeah.
everything.
So
I'm saying that there's balance in the universe. The universe is based upon balance.
So now, there is no distinction in your Kemetic belief between this supreme deity and the supreme creator and the creation.
I am saying.
What's
that
the distinction?
I am saying that the creator is indistinct and beyond distinction.
Okay.
Yeah. So indistinct meaning we understand through our connection with, but beyond distinction because we don't comprehend the full extent.
Hang on. I understand with the beyond full comprehension. I
Yeah,
understand.
so
that.
I am saying
Hang on.
that-
But as for you saying that God is like, so for example, God is everything.
The idea is basically that there is spirit in life.
So now, but-
and the spirit in life is the creator in the creation.
So now you haven't distinguished between the supreme deity and the creation itself.
It is not the emphasis is not on the deity being distinct from, but the deity being a part of and
But the ancient,
understood through.
so ancient.
Yeah?
If you're going back to African beliefs,
Because
hang on, this deity was always considered as above and distinct from,
no.
and the
As I said,
ancestors were worshipped to get to
like,
that.
the African consciousness is able to understand two different concepts, yeah, and harmonize them.
Okay.
Right? So the idea, yeah, that the creator is beyond my understanding is not a contradiction to the idea that I understand of my understanding of myself as a manifestation of the creator's creation.
No, so
Basically, it's like taking a particle of the ocean, yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying, and calling it the entire ocean. So I'm just a drop
yeah.
in the thing.
So look,
yeah?
so look.
The principles in this drop
The thing we start,
yeah,
the thing
are
we-
in the ocean.
The thing we acknowledge,
But there
is
is
that,
greater expansion in the
Yeah.
ocean than there is in this little drop of things.
So look, the thing that we start with is that this creator created us,
Yeah.
and we prior to
Life.
our existence,
Yeah.
we were non-existent, and the creator brought us into existence and gave us life. Yeah, as you mentioned earlier, yeah, the creator gave
Except
us
for the
life.
fact that life is not created or destroyed. Life is just life.
Where did you get that from?
So I'm an expression of life.
So-
I'm just saying that life is. Yeah, life is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am in this being an expression of life.
Yeah.
When I pass away,
Yeah.
my life essence is just my life. Yeah, my body passes away.
Okay, so your life essence is just your life. What do you mean?
Yeah, so life is life, innit?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, for example, if he was to build a building here,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, right? The space is still the same space, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Remove the building, but the space still exists.
The space will still exists. Yeah.
Right. So I'm saying that once I leave
Yeah, yeah.
the planet Earth,
Yeah.
and even
So that's an
even
example of
even,
you
even,
analysing
things
this
like
thing.
even things like leaving the planet Earth, because effectively I don't leave the planet Earth.
I'm talking about your life.
Yeah,
See-
my life.
you
Yeah,
See, you see if you
my
die
life
now,
is just my life.
Yeah, you see if you die now.
Yes, it's just
okay.
life.
Okay, if you die now, your body's still there.
Well, put it this way. No,
Your body,
yeah, my body's still on
Okay,
display.
So,
Yeah,
so that life that you're talking about,
Yeah.
that is left that body.
yeah, it's just the body. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So who created that life?
The creator. Yeah.
This is my whole
The creator
point.
created the life. The creator is the life.
So where'd you get that last bit? That creator is the life.
Where'd I get it from?
Yeah.
Because all life is given by the creator.
Yeah, given by-
it's
yeah.
So it's like
Anwar.
it's
Yeah.
Huh?
I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna go as well.
My question was about the afterlife.
Yeah, next time,
Shaka.
next time, bro.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Sure.
Sorry, which question I'll pick up in the...
Yeah, no worries. It was about the afterlife. And it was about the, it's a reward system. And just why that's necessary for the reward system. Can that not be like in being good, doing good deeds in this life? Why can there not be good deeds in this dimension, on this?
There are. So we believe, for example, being good to parents has and keeping family ties has certain benefits in this life.
Yeah.
So from an Islamic point of view, our reward system includes benefits in this life as well. So it's both.
Yeah.
But this is
Thank-
again, if you don't believe in Islam, you're not gonna. If you go back to the foundation of the discussion is belief in Islam. Do you believe in a creator first of all?
Yeah.
So if you believe in the creator, the creator's laid down a way ingrained in our hearts that we acknowledge him. So basically what we say is, following on from that, he sent prophets and messengers with a way of how to worship him and what he's pleased with. And based upon that is where we get the reward system. God is pleased with this, God is not pleased with that. As for saying, you shouldn't eat pork as a primary interaction between me and you shouldn't eat pork. If you don't believe in Islam, you're not going to believe in why you shouldn't eat pork. So these foundations, and we can have another discussion another time. But this is where it follows on.
Next week, inshallah. Next week. Thank you.